Blue Bull. This cow's muscles are so unreal. He looks like he's being dragged to a bodybuilding world championship tournament. I'm sure you never imagined a cow being ripped from its head down to its butt. In fact, this is a result of a mutation as expressed in Belgian blue bulls. Scientists explain that the gene caused hyperplasia instead of hypertrophy in the cow. What does that even mean? In simple terms, it means that instead of each individual muscle fiber growing larger and larger, they simply compound, yielding a double muscling effect on the cow. This is one bull you don't want to challenge to a tug-of-war. Look away, The Rock. Number 29, Rip Pitbull. Check out this pitbull. It's flexing after a hard spring workout. Imagine being pulled by this dog. I don't want to imagine this dog pulling me like, come here, get over here. Seriously, it would take someone like Arnold Schwarzenegger or Batista to walk this dog. Indeed, this dog looks like he's been working out and cutting weight to compete in the Mr. Universe competition himself. With such bulging muscles, it seems like he could tear a phone book in two. Number 28, Roger the Kangaroo. Meet Roger. This 6'7" alpha male weighs over 200 pounds and is the champion of the kangaroo sanctuary in Australia's Alice Springs, where he rules with his numerous wives. This alpha went viral on social media after insane pictures of his muscles were posted online. And when he gets bored, he just crushes metal buckets like it's nothing. On other occasions, he challenges Chris, the guy who found him, to brawls. Luckily, Chris knows better than to get into a fistfight with this champ. This guy looks like he's gonna give Roger a run for his money and will take all his wives after defeating him. Such biceps. If the money man Floyd Mayweather Jr. came out of retirement to fight the Aussie champ, who'd you bet on? Number 27, Komodo Dragon. Check out these muscular Komodo dragons having a go at each other. Kinda like the scene from Godzilla vs. Kong, when the Mecha Godzilla and Godzilla had their battle. Only these guys are the real deal. No atomic breaths, no weapon systems, and the likes. It's just sheer power and poisonous saliva. Number 26, the mighty Indian Bison. This Indian bison, also known as the Gwar, is so jacked you think it's on steroids. If those in American rodeo had these instead of the bucking bull, I don't think they'd be so keen on riding one. One buck off from this guy will definitely send you to the ground and a trip to the doctor shortly after. The Gwar is a big and powerful bison, is actually bigger than Cape buffaloes, water buffaloes, and the American bison. So you should understand why it isn't a smart idea to hop on one of these. Try a donkey instead. They are timider. Take a look at Christopher Robin's donkey. Number 25, Gorilla. This ripped gorilla looks like he doesn't want to see you at all. It looks like we're prying into his business and interrupting his workout routine. Check out how he lifted that log like it was nothing. He's simply rubbing it in our faces right now. Such a show-off. Look at those shoulders muscles. It looks like they were born with inbuilt American football pads. But trust me on this one, those are real muscle fibers so thick they appear to be trying to pop out of the skin. This is one ape you don't want to cross. Number 24, Lion. This isn't the cowardly lion in Wizard of Oz, so don't even think about getting started with him. There's a reason why the lion is the king of the jungle, and it's not because his mane makes him look royal, but because of his revered wrath. Thankfully, instead of taking his energy out on others, he does anaerobic exercises that get him jacked. This bodybuilder wanted to test his muscle against the mighty lion. The lion doesn't look like much, but check out how the bodybuilder struggles to stay in the contest. Bodybuilders and their need to prove they're better than everything else. I'll just grab some moon cheese and watch this clip on repeat. Number 23, Grizzly Bear. Just because the fur on a grizzly bear covers up his big strong muscles, we never get to appreciate how jacked these beasts are. Also, they pack on the fat ahead of their hibernation in the winter, making it harder to appreciate their sick muscles. Of course, for an animal that could consume up to 100,000 calories a day, building up jacked muscles wouldn't be much of a problem. Here's animation shows how much muscles are hidden away under those furs. Number 22, Pig. Pigs are known for rolling around in the mud, eating till they can't take it anymore. They're fed to their full because they want to be like every other pig before they're sent to slaughterhouses by humans. This guy, though, takes all that food and protein supplements and works out hard in the yard. Not that he's planning to lead a pig revolution or something like that. I just believe he just doesn't like being called fat. For our sakes, I want to believe the latter is the real reason for having such sick muscles. Look at the size of this swine. He's daring you to try and make bacon out of him because he knows you're the one who's going to be bacon once he's done with you. Number 21, giraffe. As far as tall creatures go, we all know that the giraffe takes the cake by a mile. Their long tongues and even longer necks are designed to get the sweetest and juiciest leaves at the top of the tallest tree. But one thing we might have been paying attention to is the incredible strength. Even the so-called king of the jungle will avoid a fully grown adult giraffe, as their legs are strong enough to a lion, and even decapitate it if it gets too close. Still down in the strength of the giraffe's jack legs? I think you should ask this lioness how she feels about it when you find her in ICU, that is. Number 20, buff cat. You might not think that house cats could have made it to this video. Indeed, cats usually get soft and fat while they're being pampered at home. However, this beastly cat is an exception. As you can see by the bulging muscles sticking out, this is due to an abnormality in the feline's muscles, which according to experts who saw this video, the cat, as it went viral on Twitter, would be similar to that found in the Belgian Blue Bull. That being said, I'm of the opinion he gets in shape by fighting off neighborhood dogs and chasing rabbits. Look at him do his pull-ups and sit-ups. You think he got big chasing lasers and playing with sponge balls? Number 19, mountain lion. Mountain lion, puma, and cougar. We're still talking about the same animal, and this time we'll be looking at one tank of a cougar. This cougar was spotted in Montana, maybe after one of his numerous workout sessions in the mountains. Cougars are the biggest cats in North America and have a much wider range than all other big felines, thanks to their completely ripped muscles and stamina. Combing such ranges is a piece of cake. Although this cougar is nowhere near the lion or tiger in terms of size, he's a top predator in his environment. Just look at the muscles on this guy. Insane.
Go it! No! No!
Number 18, bald eagle. This eagle looks like he never misses leg day. The bald eagle is a symbol of freedom, but I bet you didn't know it's also one of the largest birds of prey. With enormous size comes sheer power from serious muscles. It's a total package. A bald eagle has the power to sweep down and snatch up prey that weighs 4 times as much as it does. Although they can't carry such prey over long distances, that's some serious lifting. Do you think you can carry something 4 times your body weight up in the air, bro? Don't think so, too. Number 17, horse. In times past, humans used to rely on horses as the primary means of transportation over land, which had its roots even before we first place got the idea to put saddles on their backs. They were useful in agriculture to pull heavy plows, meaning they needed tremendous endurance and strength. This guy right here is definitely doing his ancestors proud by showing how muscular he got just by eating plant-based food. Look, he even got a medal. In fact, his all-vegan diet shows that you don't need to be a carnivore to get a ridiculous amount of muscle mass. Not that I'm suggesting you start eating hay or something like that. You should get my point. Number 16, camel. Away from equines to another means humans used to move around on land before the invention of the Ferrari and Porsches is a reliable and robust camel. Though the horse may be majestic and elegant and the camel makes loud, obnoxious noises, smells, and spits, it's much better equipped to survive in certain environments. You might be surprised how powerful these guys are. This camel is probably the strongest weightlifter of all camels. Look how much weight is put on his back. Of course, you'll need ripped leg muscles and a powerful back to pull that off, but see how easy he makes that look? Way to go, champ. We're proud of you. And before we go any further, here's a little challenge for you. You can smash that like button, hit the subscribe button, and turn on the notification bell within 10 seconds. You'll wake up tomorrow with the strength of a camel. And give it a try. Number 15, python. Besides the bones and skin of this python, all that's left is pure muscles. There doesn't seem to be an ounce of fat on his body, but it's even scarier to think that all those muscles are there for one purpose, and one purpose only: to literally squeeze the life out of its prey. And how about its size? Number 14, wildebeest. As far as animals in the wild go, none is wilder or more beastly than the wildebeest. Since the wildebeest had its folks are on top of the food chain in the savannah they live in, he must be in tip-top shape to avoid being lions or leopards at lunch. The only chance any of these predators have is when a young wildebeest is separated from the rest of the herd. Wildebeest may possess vicious horns, but it's the definition in its hind legs that keep predators at bay. Number 13, tiger. The lion may be called the king of the jungle, but he actually doesn't live in the jungle. The true king is his cousin, the tiger, who lives in the jungle. The tiger is bigger than the lion and spends most of his time working to put food on the table, while the lion, on the other hand, spends all his day lazing about. Check out those triceps. Those front legs beat the lion's muscle mass any day of the week. And look how many people it takes to even be in a fair tug-of-war match with a tiger. Number 12, badger. Don't let the vicious claws of this guy distract you from his awesome gains. By the looks of this body, he doesn't need his claws, except in extreme cases. If you want to beef with the badger, he'll take you out. This guy is closely related to the fearsome wolverine. In fact, he's in the Guinness Book of World Records as the most fearless animal in the animal kingdom. He even takes down king cobras, so if you ever come across one, stay away. Even 3 hyenas get nothing on him. Number 11, lioness. The lioness is smaller than the male lion. She is the one in charge of getting food for the family, as well as raising the young and the pride. What's worse, the male lion gets to eat from whatever she kills. Sounds a bit unfair to be a lioness, but that's just her lot in life. I wonder if she'll ever be able to reject the social order that forces her to bear the brunt of the labor. What I do know is that she certainly has the muscles to stand up for herself. Number 10, American buffalo. While the American buffalo or bison isn't as muscular as its cousin, the Belgian blue bull, don't be fooled into thinking he doesn't have sick muscles of his own. These guys are a product of the wild for this reason. Genes that cause a ridiculous amount of muscles are inhibited. That being said, massive slabs of muscles can be seen all over his body. I'll bet his body being covered by thick fur all over.
Justin, run!
Number 9, jacked rabbit. I'm not how this rabbit got so incredibly built, but what I do know is that a kick from those hind legs looks a bit lethal. Don't even get me started with this guy. What in the world have you been feeding it to get so ripped? And who knew rabbits could get so jacked? Could that be why they're called jackrabbits? Number 8, elephant. Of all the animals in this video, the African bush elephant is arguably the strongest here. Don't let their wrinkly, saggy skin fool you into believing they don't have strong, thick muscles. Check out this guy knocks down a tree. I assume the tree was in its way, or maybe he just wants to show us why we should hit the gym more often. Either way, this guy is not to be messed with, considering the fact that he would crush the Belgian blue bull if they ever got into a fight. Number 7, bullfrog. We all know frogs have quite muscular limbs, but who would have thought one could get this big? This African bullfrog looks like a frog on steroids. Yes, you could say it's in the species' nature to get this big, but for a guy that eats just about anything he can lay his hands on and spends most of his day doing squats, you'd understand why he's so jacked. Also, check out those insane hind leg muscles. They're like back and shoulder muscles of a bodybuilder. Number 6, boar goat. If there would be an ultimate goat army breed in the world, it would be the boar goat breed. These guys are what you call the muscles of the goat kingdom. These guys could break your arm if they wanted to. The boar goat is a South African goat breed bred for their meat, used to pack animals and compete in animal weightlifting. But what I'm trying to get the point is that these guys are powerful and have some sick muscles. Check out those biceps. So strong. Number 5, beluga whale. While the beluga whale may be the smallest species of the whale family, he has the necessary muscles to hold his own and prevent any of these bigger bros from bullying him. Beluga whales are muscular, built from their melons, that's what their bulbous forehead is called, to their tails. Only 40% of the beluga whale's body is made up of fat, the rest is all muscle, which gives him a more refined muscular muscle than all other blubbery animal species. This guy isn't all muscles, He'd crush you in chess as easy as the 100-meter freestyle.
Coastal areas which might not have water, that's
Number 4, rat. This rat isn't your everyday rat. In fact, I don't even think he's in his right mind. Typically, a rat would at the sight, smell, or sound of a cat run for its dear life, but this guy is so cocked on steroids, he takes on not 1 but 4 cats. Look at him go! He surprisingly takes them on and comes out feeling like actors walking away from an explosion scene. You definitely need balls of steel and a great body physique to pull that off. Number 3, rhinoceros. We all know rhinos are made up of serious muscles, but check out these guys. They look like muscles are covered by some sort of armor-plated skin, or a Chinese war body armor. Judging by the very aggressive nature and sheer power, we strongly suggest you don't mess with these guys. Number 2, polar bear. There's no way we could talk about the grizzly bear and not give his cousin a mention. Polar bears aren't regarded as the apex predator of the Arctic by an electoral process. They possess incredible all-round strength. Polar bears are one of the strongest animals on the planet. Check out this guy who's trying to flip over this containment. Number 1, chimpanzee. This guy spent so much working out in the gym his hair fell out from the skyrocketing testosterone levels. Never mind that. I was only kidding. Poor chimp suffers from alopecia, a general medical term for hair loss. Who would have known chimps were so jacked? Sadly, it had to take one sick chimpanzee to reveal how ripped these guys are. But it's a clear indication you should know better than to challenge these guys to an arm wrestling contest. And it's a wrap on our video, the 30 most impressive muscular animals ever captured on camera. Which animal amazed you the most? Leave us a comment below. We'd love to hear from you guys. Don't forget to like and subscribe if you haven't already. Thanks for watching, and see you in the next one.